back to my channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have this look for you. It is perfect for festival season. I know I've missed Coachella. I didn't get my festival look out on time, but there are plenty of festivals coming up. I'm definitely going to be going to a couple. Let me know down below which ones you're going to be going to. But for this look, I've created these sunset eyes. These sunset eyes are, oh my gosh, they're so hard. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of blending, a lot more patience and a lot more blending, guys. I'm not even going to lie to you. And then I've gone for some faux freckles and some gold freckles, and then a faux lip ring, which I feel like is pretty much trending at the moment. I love this look for festival season. I think it's really sort of like edgy but fun and colourful and just quite quirky. So let me know what you guys think of it down below, and if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this makeup look, then just keep on watching. So I would usually be starting off with skin, however I'm just going to apply a little bit of lotion. So I'm going to be using my strobe cream, and this is just a classic one in Pink Light, popping this all over the skin just so it's really nicely moisturized. And sometimes I do my elbows too because I don't want them to be ashy. But we are going to move it straight on to eyes, which is something that I've never done. You guys know that I don't usually do. Just popping a little bit of lip conditioner on the lips, and then I'm going to do my brows, and I'm just going to fill them in with a little bit of spiked eyebrow pencil. They make the world of difference. I love doing my brows. The reason why I'm going to do my eyes first is just because this look is quite heavy, it's quite blended, and I don't want any of it to go onto the foundation and mess my foundation up. So then I'm just going to finish off my brows with a little bit of New Look's clear brow set just to tame them all in place. And then we are going to move on to eyes. So I want to just get all my hair out of place. So I just pop on a cat headband, and then we're going to go in with my soft ochre paint pot primer as per usual, and I'm going to be popping this all over the lid. This is just going to help conceal any pigmentation as well, but also prime and stop any eyeshadow from creasing. So take that all the way up to the brow bone. So now that we are looking a little bit cray, I'm just going to set this primer in place with my LA Girl Pro Powder, and this is in the banana shade. This is just going to help set, and then we can put all our shadows on top and then really get a nicely blend. So starting off with MAC's yellow shade. It's not as strong as what I wanted, so I had to really build it up with a 224 brush. We're going to pop this into the crease, but really quite high. I keep saying really. Build that up, and then use an orange. I'm just going to use the KYLIE Bronze Palette Orange, and I'm going to pop this on the lid, but then the bristles are going to go up into that yellow. So you want it to slowly diffuse from the orange into the yellow. You still want to see the yellow, you don't want to disguise it at all. Then go into like a brownish orange, and this is also from the KYLIE Cosmetics palette, and I'm going to pop this more so on the lid going into the crease, and I don't want to hide the orange. So what you want to do with the sunset eye is kind of just diffuse them slowly one into the other. Now going into an even deeper orange from my Melt Cosmetic stack. I'm using a 217 brush. Now this is one you're going to have all the brushes in your hands, and I'm going to pop this like onto the lid but buff it out into the crease, and then take a smaller 221 brush, which is a little bit more tapered, and go a little bit more into the crease to add a little bit of depth. Then going into my Melt stack again and using this shade, which I believe is called Rot, I'm going to start deepening everything up. So just deepening the crease now, going into that burnt orange, which is then going into that yellow, which is diffusing into like a beigeish tone. And then I'm going to be using a little bit of dip down. Mine was dry, so I just sprayed it with a little bit of Fix Plus. Pop that on to the lid because this is going to act as a color base for when I pop on this shadow. This shadow is I'm Into It by MAC, and it's a burgundy. It's beautiful. It goes on burgundy. When you start to blend it out, it kind of goes into like a blackish brown. So I'm going to use a 221 brush, and then use all the brushes that I need to just to diffuse all the colors. I was having a little bit of trouble, I'm not going to lie, because when I wiped away and I got that sort of tight wing shape, I don't know what was happening to my blending. Like a little bit of it wasn't as nice as I wanted it, but we roll with it. It's not as nicely blended as I wanted. I could have probably spent more time. Going in with a bit of blacktrack, I'm just going to line my upper lash line, and this is just going to give us a little bit more definition. And then go in with my Maybelline mascara, and I'm going to add this just to my lashes before I do add any lashes. So moving on to face, I'm going to be prepping my under eyes with the Fast Response eye cream and just pat that into place. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to prime the skin with my Bobbi Brown Pore Perfecting Primer, and I'm going to pop this all over the skin. The reason why I don't like to do eyes is because I find all of this really kind of fiddly to do, but using my Pro Longwear foundation by MAC in NC44, it's a beautiful color, perfect shade match for me. I'm going to use my damp beauty blender and just blend this all over the skin, and then I'm going to be using my Pro Longwear concealers in NC45 and NC42, and just really going careful underneath the eyes and still keeping to that wing and concealing my under eyes at the same time and anywhere else that I may need it. Now going back into that KYLIE orange shade, I'm going to really smoke out the lower lash line. Like, I mean super smoke it out. Don't be afraid to take it very low. I like to do this, and then we're going to go into the deeper colors and take this closer to the lash line, and you feel like it's doing the opposite effect of like a sunset eye, but just on the reverse. Then go back into that burgundy shade and go in with a smaller shader brush and go right close to your lash line. Now I don't know what happened here, like I don't actually know, it was really frustrating, but you just kind of got a blotch, and I tried to fix it as best as I could. Then I went in with some lashes, just with some duo glue, and I popped on some House of Lashes Iconics, and then tight lined with that blacktrack again, just blending it out into my lower lash line with the excess product, and adding some mascara onto my bottom lashes. Now, because this is a festival look, I've gone in with multiple eyebrow pencils from Dr. Light. We're going to start off with Spiked, but this is in the kind of, it's like a brow sculpting pencil, which is not as strong as the normal twisty up one by MAC. And then I like to just go in with my damp beauty blender, press that over the top. Then I'm going to go in with a little bit of Fling, which is also a light color by MAC, but it's a little bit stronger in color, just dotting it wherever I feel I want to. I concentrated just on the high points of my nose and then just taking it down to around my cheek areas. Then I'm going to take this LA Gal eyebrow pencil. I'm doing exactly the same, and in between layers I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and just blend over the top to make it seem like the freckles are underneath the skin, and then just go over the top until you are kind of satisfied with the amount. I'm going to take a little bit of dip down as well, and this is obviously the darkest shade that I'm going to be using, and pop this all over. It looks a little bit harsh to start off with, but when you once you go over with like your beauty blender, it's fine. And then I'm going to take a little bit of Give Me Sun by MAC and just pop this over my nose area. I like this because it looks like it's hit the sun, and that's why the freckles have come up. Then going in with my Kryolan metallic paint in gold, I'm going to be doing some gold freckles. Now you guys don't have to do this, but I thought it'd be really cute for festival season, and I just wanted to add a little bit of glitz and glamour to the look. So I've gone in with this and popped on some metallic freckles wherever I wanted, and then I went in with Urban Decay's Midnight Cowboy just to add a little bit of glitter to some of them freckles. Then using Hoola bronzer as I usually do and MAC's contour brush, I'm going to just contour lightly the cheeks and take this up to my temple area, and then using Give Me Sun again, I'm just going to bronze my skin up really nice for the summer. Now once I'm happy with the bronziness of my skin, you're going to add a little bit more, and then I'm going to go in with Laura Geller's Gilded Honey. Absolutely love this. It's a beautiful warm toned champagne gold, and it is super strong, guys. You can see it here. Just pop it on the high points of your cheeks, and then pop this on the ball of your nose, the bridge of your nose, your cupid's bow, you know, all the usual high points. And this is just going to add that dewiness to the skin. And then I'm going to go in with Mariah Carey's collection with MAC in My Mimi, and this is more gold, so I'm just going to pop this on to the high points of the highlighter, and it's just going to add a little bronzy finish to my highlighter. Then using Burnt Pepper by MAC, I'm going to use this as a blush, just a little bit as a flush on the cheeks, and we're going to move on to lips. So I'm using this lip pencil, and I'm going to leave it down below. No, it's Spice. Yeah, I used Spice, and then I'm going to be using Lady Be Good by MAC because I wanted more of a peachy toned sort of lip. And then I'm going to press this colour onto the lip and dab it on with some kitchen towel as well. Then with that metallic paint again, I'm just going to give myself a faux lip ring, and then to add a little bit of dimension, I'm going to use Midnight Cowboy just in the central part
because it just kind of makes it look that little bit more realistic, and pop that onto the lip as well, and spray with a little bit of Fix Plus, and that is it, guys. This is my festival inspired makeup look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, and keep listening for my outro.
And that brings me to the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I absolutely love it. I love the gold freckles. I've never done them before, but I think in the sunshine they're going to be beaming, and I feel like this is a very wearable festival look as well. So if you guys really enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up down below. If you're new to my channel, then also hit the subscribe button, which is down below. I love you guys so very much, and as per usual, I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.